Hello guys, and thank you so much for watching and tuning into this reading. This is going to be general reading with these new oracles that I am currently working with. They are oracle and tarot because they are tarot inspired oracle deck. It's a tarot inspired oracle deck. So hopefully, I've been working with it for a few days and hasn't been long, so hopefully I can channel successfully through these because not all tools work for me depending on, so hi guys, and thank you for tuning into this general reading. I will be working with a brand new oracle deck that is tarot inspired, okay? So I hope that you all enjoy the message, and I hope that I can successfully channel with these oracles. I have been working with them for about a week now, so I want to see what I intuitively get when I start to read with these, okay? General reading, we're going to do general, okay? Alright, thank y'all for watching. Here we go. Thank you. Movement, choices, and decisions is the first that comes out. Hope came after that, and what came after that, as you can see, is flipped open or flipped over. Material and spiritual prosperity is the third. Okay. Thank you. And financial and material changes. Okay. So clearly, what's happening right now in your life is a turnaround. There's a turnaround that's happening in your life right now, and I really feel like it's an upward turn, not a downward turn. What's coming out constantly, as you can see, the first is movement, choices, and decisions. That's the first one. You have an option for gold coins. You have an option for a divine partnership or divine union with the two rings here. You have an option to be grounded with the earth and to wait and be patient and watch things grow with like this vine or this plant here. Then you have the option to be clear-minded and clear-hearted with these with the air element as well. Okay, so it also, for me, it represents the chakras as well. So if it feels like you definitely have options, and what this feels like with these options is a brand new beginning, a brand new way forward, a brand new move, okay, in some way, shape, or form, a brand new door or reality that you can step into. Okay, you have all these options: movement, choices, and decisions. So right now, you know that you're coming to the end of a cycle. You can feel it, you can sense it energetically. Other people can sense it as well. You can tell that certain relationships are different, certain interactions, certain dynamics, certain things that you used to have is different now because things are changing. Because there is forward movement in some way, shape, or form. I feel like it's in an upward turn, but I feel like you got to use discernment and be very careful about this upward turn. What's in the second place is hope. So again, you have all the ability, you have all the potential, you have all the things that you need in order to create a bountiful life, an abundant life, a prosperous life, a fulfilling life, a fulfilling purpose and path and experience and journey. Okay, all the hope that you need is in God, divine's guidance overall, in yourself and your reality to make it so. You know what I'm saying? So that's what hope feels like for me. What falls in the third place is material and spiritual prosperity. Again, it's like now that you're at this new beginning, it's like he looked like he just got to his brand new house. He got his brand new clothes on, right? He's like standing in front of his waterfall, pool, whatever this thing is, right? And he's looking outward towards the sun, or he's looking outward towards the moon, thinking about what's next. You know what I mean? Because I can't tell if it's daytime or nighttime, but it doesn't look like it's at night, so I would assume it's the sun. You know what I mean? He's looking forward. Understand, he's not looking backward. You made a decision to choose something here, and this was followed by the decision because you knew that hope was present. Okay, beautiful divine healing, transformative hope was present, and you took action on that. And because you took action on that, you are looking outward, you are looking forward towards something greater, towards something better, towards something more masterful and fulfilling, all the way around, on all levels. That's fulfilling. You know what I'm saying? So he, you know, he has his rings on, his bracelets on, his new, he just feels brand new to me. He feels and looks refreshed, and he's really ready to focus on what's the next building step, what's the next thing to do. Okay, What's in the fourth place is financial and material changes. So again, these are phases. That's why it shows the different colors, but also these colors represent the chakras, okay? So you got the heart chakra, you got the sacral and the root, you got the crown, and you got the throat chakra. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you have all the chakras. So it's also understanding the important transitional phases. I don't know why I'm getting that. Understanding the important transitional phases and the importance of financial and material wealth, maintaining that, establishing that, empowering that, and manifesting that. Understanding what it means and how it affects you spiritually, energetically, metaphysically, vibrationally, psychologically, mentally, emotionally, all the above. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's something that you're adjusting to and learning, because let's be real right here. I'm just gonna point this out. This is his hand. This is his hand. Okay? So it's like you're learning. You're like, what's next? What's the next building block? What's the next building step? What's the next thing to do? Okay? All right. So I feel like, yes, you've come out of some cycle, and now you've come out of some cycle, or you've reached the end of a cycle, and you can feel it, you can know it, you can sense it. But it could be a struggle. It could not be so much of a struggle. But I feel like, as always with anything changing, especially a cycle, or especially a karmic cycle of whichever kind, when you're coming up out of it, it's a little shaky, it's a little weird, it's a little awkward. You can tell that there are endings, you can tell that there are shifts, you can tell that there's just too much to deal with. So you have to focus on your healing. You have to function normally. You have to focus on your functionality. You have to focus on your peace and your balance in order to maintain and build something great and amazing and very much so fulfilling for you in your life. You know what I mean? I feel like this is a decision that you're making for you. This is a decision to make when you're really ready to make it. You know what I mean? Don't feel rushed to make a decision, because like I love to say, God always shows you everything that you need to see before you just make a decision, or before you're, rushed to make a decision or pressured to make a decision. God wants to show you everything that you need to see before you do. And I feel like you've taken the time to learn the options, the outcomes, the choices, and you've made a decision. And I feel like you've truly made a decision to embrace and empower your abundance and prosperity and your healing. Overall, let me start with that first. Your healing, your prosperity, your abundance and life overall, okay? That's what you want to focus on. That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're believing in. That's what you're putting power and effort into, okay? Like I said, he has rings on his hands, right? He's dressed up, suited and booted. His hand is dressed up as well. This is his hand. This is your hand, okay? So this is all about really changing your life, taking options and choices to transform your life and turn your life around into a better state of being, of which best suits you at this point in time. Some of you, okay, thank you. Wisdom, yes. What's the next step? What's the next building block? Okay. And I'm liking these oracles, and I was really drawn to these oracles when I bought them. So, they're oracle decks, but they are tarot inspired, meaning these, some of these oracles have tarot references. Okay. I forget what wisdom is, but like I said, y'all, I'm still learning them. So give me a little time. The fifth that comes out is wisdom. Okay. And I love that because the focus is to make a move, an important move, a beneficial move, a benefiting move to the highest part of your fulfillment, your happiness, your divinity, all the way around. You want to be solid. You want to be confirmed. You want to be affirmed in everything that you do by God, by divine's guidance overall. So you know what you're building is solid and sacred and a concrete thing, okay? You have all the light, all the belief, all the protection, all the love, all the guidance, all the positivity, all the empowerment in the world to do so. You take action on that. You believe in that, you embrace that, you take action on that, and you're fulfilling that. Whether you realize it or not, energetically you have to embody the energy before it actually manifests in the physical reality. Okay? So some of you may be in different stages and phases of it, but I feel like you can feel it. I really do. And this is speaking to 100% prosperity, abundance, and not just necessarily financial prosperity and abundance, but just financial prosperity and abundance overall. And you're taking You're taking the time to truly learn how to build it, to learn how to make it solid. Again, the sun repeats itself. Bam, bam. The sun repeats itself. Okay? So wisdom is a beautiful energy to come out after financial material changes and material and spiritual prosperity, because there's some type of growth that you've experienced. There's a change, there's a transition that you've embarked on, and you're really focused on doing this the right way. You're really focused on keeping this a part of your life way after, okay, just right now, you know what I mean? And you're really wanting to build a legacy and keep a legacy very much so solid and confirmed and affirmed. Okay, y'all. Okay, guys, my camera stopped recording, but you're really focused on keeping a legacy solid, confirmed, and affirmed way after you're gone. You know what I mean? Because this is an older man, and he's holding like what looks like or appears to be a sacred book of wisdom. You know, got the little doggy right here. The sun is in the background, and there's this family off in the distance. So it's kind of like there's a in-depth understanding of how to build something, how to grow a garden, how to crop, how to be a good farmer. It's like you gotta learn the steps in order to be the best type of whatever that you're seeking to be. So that is absolutely amazing. With all of this that is given, I love the focus, wisdom, okay? Divine, I ask for the next one to come through. Thank you. Spiritual union. Oh, you know what? I second guess myself, y'all, so don't mind me, but I second guess myself sometimes. You know, I'm not perfect. But right here with this couple in the background, right? It's kind of like he's approaching this family. I wanted to mention earlier something about partnership. He's looking towards his family. Hopefully you can see it well enough, but he's looking towards his family at this house, right? So with him looking towards his family in this house, and he has a sacred book of knowledge and information, and he looks like a nobleman. I guess that's what you would call it back during these times, a nobleman, a humble man, a humble nobleman, okay? And the sun is in the back, and the dog ain't barking at him, like, because animals know. Animals know the difference between a good heart and a bad one. You know, despite how nice and how unnice a person may act, they know the difference between someone who's decent and someone who's not. This bark. What the fuck am I saying, y'all? This dog isn't barking at him. He isn't snarling. He isn't anything. He's literally observing this man. You know what I'm saying? He's like, who is this? And the people that are standing over here are this couple. Yes, that's a couple, because that's a small child, and that's a couple right there. So it almost feels like he's guided to help them or to assist them in some way, because they're just getting started with their life. They're just getting started, you know, with building things and figuring out, like I said, how to crop the land, how to grow the land, how to build the land, you know what I mean? So he's there to guide and assist them. So you could be this individual, or there could be some individual manifesting in your life to truly help you to build what it is that you're seeking, okay? Like I said, you're in your foyer, or you're in, you know, your top roof, room, whatever, and you're looking over your home and your land, and you know what I'm saying? This could be you, or this could be the man that's helping, the man or woman, or both, okay? It could be multiple people in some way, shape, or form that's helping you to get to this place, okay? Like I feel like he's there to assist them, to guide them, to help them, you know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know, for those of us who are intuitives, we know and we get little nudges to say certain things to certain people, you know what I mean, to just mention certain things to certain people. And you know, if it seems so intrusive, it seems so weird, but a lot of times when I get it, and when I just feel really drawn to, like, you know, really tell somebody something, and really nudged by God, divine's guidance overall, to tell somebody something, they're like, oh my God, thank you so much. And they just kind of like go into this whole story of how they've been feeling and what they've been going through. Sometimes it happens like that. So you kind of got to trust those nudges a little bit. So like I said, this could be you, this could be somebody else, but I feel like it's pure wisdom, it's all love, it's respect. This person, be it you or someone else, or a few people that could be coming in and manifesting for you, to really help you understand how to really take the glory of God's story in your life and making it amazing and telling it in the most beautiful and healing way and transformative way for everybody. You know what I mean? He knows shit, or she knows shit, or they know shit, or this could be you, and they're gonna help and assist to make this a more beautiful story, the best, most amazing story to ever be told out of your life. You know what I mean? So what follows after wisdom is sacred union. Okay, so like I said, union, partnership, helping, assisting, coming in, connecting, all of those things. That's what it feels like. Okay, and like I said, y'all, earlier, I kind of second guessed myself because I didn't want to say it until after I kind of got a feel for it a little bit more. Like I said, these oracles are new for me, but I'm really thankful that that was really confirming for me to see spiritual union fall after wisdom. So whoever these people are, or whoever this person is, they're really there to help, guide, and assist you and love you and embrace you. And you have to be receptive to that. You also have to know that you have to reciprocate that energy as well, because they're there. It just seems like there's a solid ass person, or there's some solid ass people that are willing to really help you be the best that you can be. You know what I'm saying? Or even, I don't want to say or, and even help you to celebrate it, help you to embrace it, help you to know that you're worthy of it. You know what I mean? Because some of y'all may need help knowing that you're worthy of this type of help and assistance and this type of love and connection and partnership and unionship and soul tribe and all that shit, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? Some of you have to learn how to be receptive to this energy, but they're there. Or they're definitely coming. Okay, so that is absolutely beautiful. I kind of hit my camera a little bit, y'all. Let me check it. Okay, we still good. Okay, so I really like that. That is dope. I love that. So matter of fact, I'm gonna put both of these right here. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me rearrange this. Not necessarily rearrange it, but draw it in a little bit closer for the camera, so y'all can see everything. All right, so yes, I love that. Okay, and I was like, this humble nobleman over here, you know what I mean? He's looking over at this beginning, budding family that's just starting and trying to work things out and figure things out. And he's like, I can help y'all. Like I said, the sun repeats itself twice here and here. Okay, this is your hand right here on the, what do you call it? The balcony. Yes. I don't know why it was so fucking hard for me to find that word earlier, but like, you're on your balcony looking out towards the dream, home, life, experience, existence that you've always wanted to create. And this is your hand as well, because you're focused on how to enlighten that, empower that, and take that to a higher frequency on all levels of your being. Okay, that's why it says financial material changes from each phase of yourself. Okay, and wisdom, spiritual union, partnership, connection, some form of partnership, connection, and union. So along with you already having the main focus of, this is what I want, this is what I want to manifest, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to maintain and empower, you're also realizing that, you know, you need a partnership, you need a unionship, you need a team, you need some people that can truly help you to get there and stay there, that have already, some of these people have already gone through the process. You could be helping someone get through this process or even begin it. You know what I mean? So it could be either or, but either way, it's beautiful. Okay. Thank you. That flew out of there. Shadow. Shadow came out. So this is the tricky part, right? It was all lovely and shit and all nice and shit in the beginning, but shadow comes out. Why does shadow come out? Because with any type of healing, with any type of change, with any type of transition, you have to either make peace with your shadow and learn the ways of your shadow so you can truly conquer it and not necessarily control it. Conquer it in a masterful way by understanding its triggers, understanding its issues, understanding its traumas, understanding its pain and wounds, understanding the discomfort and imbalances that you may feel within that you're not really necessarily possibly dealing with or you haven't fully healed from. So please be aware of your shadow and please understand what your shadow feels. And what I recommend is don't necessarily don't fake it. And what I mean by fake it, don't, if you feel an imbalance, if you don't feel up to it, if you don't feel good, don't try to push through it with a smile every single day and try to really act like you're okay when you're really not, because sometimes that can sort of be a double-edged sword, because sometimes you could, you know, really pretend for a very, very long time until you can no longer pretend, and then now you're like, oh my goodness, I didn't mean to say that. Oh my goodness, I didn't mean to do that. Oh wow. I'm really not healed from that. Oh wow, that really triggered me way more than I thought I did. So the shadow comes up, meaning this is the focus of your healing. While you're getting to all of this, while all of this is happening and going on, you also have to understand that your shadow is a major part to you overcoming a lot of the things that you could be currently struggling with, okay? That you could be currently dealing with, okay? Like I said, issues, traumas, triggers, conditionings, all types of stuff that kind of like debilitate your growth and your ascension, okay? So that's what your shadow is, and it's not there to make your life harder and more difficult and more shitty. It's just there to help you to realize that there are real parts of you that need real healing, and until those real parts receive that real healing, you have to understand where it's coming from. You got to continue to dissect. You got to continue to be patient with yourself. You got to continue to understand where it comes from. You got to continue to just work with your shadow. You know what I mean? Like, communicate with your shadow. Love on your shadow in a steady pace, in a steady way, because sometimes people, and or us as a collective, sometimes our shadows can get the best of us. You know what I mean? And we kind of like are not necessarily working with our shadow, but we're allowing our shadow to make a lot of choices for us, respond to a lot of things for us. You know what I mean? It's just you understanding that you're in control, although your shadow will forever be present, to create a healthier and more balanced relationship with your higher self versus your lower self, because we all got both, okay? We got both. We got the higher self, we got the lower self. But understand and notice how the higher self has his hand. His hand is on the scepter above the lower self of his shadow. So understand, he's in control peacefully, and they're looking at each other peacefully. One isn't yelling, one isn't calm. They're both equal, but at peace, okay? So that's the part of your focus right now. All right. Okay. Still recording. So let me pull one more. Or maybe two more. Emotional withdrawal, yeah. Okay, so like I said, triggers, wounds, traumas, issues. As you're moving forward and building on something a lot more grander and greater, of which you have yet to conceive, some of y'all, you really got to continue to focus on the uncomfortable parts of your psyche, your emotions, your mental, your spiritual, your physical, and just love on it. And don't judge it so much, so that you won't waste time judging other people and other things so much. Emotionally detached from people, places, and things that you have absolutely nothing to do with, because sometimes we can emotionally attach ourselves to things so much to the point where we're way more stressed than we need to. It's amazing how we can be way more stressed than we need to be about somebody else's situation, about somebody else's choice, about somebody else's life. You're more stressed than they are. You know what I mean? You're more frustrated than they are. You're more worried and concerned than they are about their own situation. And that's not the place that you need to be in. That's not a healthy place that you need to be in when you're trying to do all of this. This is awesome right here. But this is also like, hey, you got to pay attention to this too. You got to keep focus on this. So practicing healthy emotional detachment is important. Okay, I can speak for myself and say that yes, that is important. That is something that I definitely need to continue to work on, as well as us as a collective, because sometimes, like I said, we become so energetically and emotionally invested in other people's lives and situations that have absolutely nothing to do with us. And we find ourselves more focused on what is going on with them than what's actually going on with us, and what we're actually manifesting and creating for ourselves as far as fulfillment is concerned. You know what I mean? So practice healthy healing shadow work, okay, in whichever way that is intuitively in whichever way that intuitively comes to you. I'm gonna say intuitively comes to you and just divinely, sacredly comes to you, because I don't want you to just jump into doing something that you think you're doing and you're in a whole different place and space. No, just follow what you feel. God is gonna show you the way, okay? Divine's guidance overall is gonna show you what you need to see. Emotional withdrawal, okay? Again, this is about practicing and having a healthy, balanced relationship with your shadow, but also practicing emotional detachment. Some of you may need to get out by some water. Some of you may need to listen to some water meditation while you rest. I personally love to listen to like beaches and oceans. I have a lot of water energy, so that helps me a lot. Taking baths, sitting by a river, walking by a river, go to look at a lake, or sit by a lake, or walk by a lake, whatever, wherever. You know what I'm saying? Water is going to be important for you. For those of you that kind of really resonate with water, but you have to also practice emotional detachment and know that you are your own energy, you are your own source, you are your own, and what I mean by you are your own source, you are your own person, okay? That's what I mean. All right, you are your own person, you are your own energy, you are your own being, living your reality and existence, and you're worthy of everything that you feel like you deserve. So continue to practice a healthy relationship with yourself and build on those healing practices so that you can have and maintain a healthy relationship with your shadow, and also practicing and keeping and maintaining a healthy emotional balance with yourself and healthy emotional detachment with other people, places, and things, okay? So that you're not drawn into it, because as intuitives, as empaths, as sensitives, we can really get drawn into other people's situations. We could really get drawn into other people's lives and experiences, and just, we don't even know how we feel today because we're so caught up into what they're feeling today. You know what I mean? Crazy. But this is all about maintaining internal balance. Like I said here, understanding the financial and material changes on all levels and how that's going to affect you, and maintaining this as well while all of this is manifesting. Let me check my camera. Okay. All right, y'all. So I'm going to pull one more. Thank you. Fulfillment of wishes. Wow. And look at this. I just want to point this out. Okay, because I'm going to be real and say real quick, some of y'all could be walking through that door, that door, that door, that door, and that door, okay? Some of you, you know what I mean, could be doing it all because you want to do it all. And literally, it's all available to you. But you have to maintain a balance within self and a healthy connection with your intention, with your present intention and choices as you're manifesting this. Okay? Because this isn't about anybody else. Although other people are involved, you have to understand that this is about your manifestation and where you're trying to go and where you want to take it. Fulfillment of wishes, okay? That vine looks quite similar to me. This treasure chest, right? There is something to really behold and obtain through this process of what you're currently going through, okay? Please know and understand that if this message resonates for you, then it's for you, okay? I don't know what I'm going to title it. I don't know what it's going to be named, but Fulfillment of Wishes, baby, is 100% available to you. You have to maintain balance, okay? And balance isn't going to feel like it's balanced every single day. But as long as you continue to make the present choice the best choice, the present intention the best intention, you're going to find your way to God's glory, to your satisfaction, to your fulfillment, to your happiness, and to all the things that you need, deserve, and are worthy of, okay? So with all of that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching this reading. I appreciate you. For those of you that are new, I am Levitating Lotus Healing. Thank you for tuning in. If you've watched it up until this point, I will see you guys again with another reading. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.